You may have missed some really important news that came out of so-called Israel. Israel is actually having its lowest population growth since the so-called country was founded in 1948. And this is really important because Zionism as a settler colonial project needs settlers for Israel to continue to exist. No settlers means no Israel. And according to the recent data that's been released, Israel's population only grew 0.9% in 2025. This is far below other Western countries like Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. And the reason for this is because Israelis are simply fleeing, with 150,000 people leaving the country in the last 2 years. Now, a lot of people might think that this is because these Israelis have had a change of heart and now see how bad the Zionist project is, especially with the ongoing genocide in Gaza. I really disagree with this because the first thing that you need to understand is that the growth rate in Israel has actually been declining more or less ever since the last 20 years or so. But the second thing that we need to understand is the difference between indigenous Palestinians versus the settler Israelis. Indigenous people have close ties to their land, they often have nowhere else to go, and are willing to do anything to preserve their way of life. In contrast, settlers steal other people's stuff in order to live a life of comfort. Even the smallest amount of discomfort will lead them to flee, to go back to, Brooklyn or Europe. And as Israelis face attacks from the Palestinian resistance, Lebanon, and Iran, they are leaving the country. And this is exactly what's happened in other cases. For instance, historically in Algeria in the 1960s, Zimbabwe, which used to be called Rhodesia, back in the 1970s, where the European population fled as the indigenous people fought back. And I think we are actually starting to see the same thing right now. Despite, of course, the horrendous things that are going on, the horrendous genocide in Gaza, I'm not trying to whitewash that, but I do think we are now starting to see signals that this is the beginning of the end of Israel. But let me know what you think. Please like, please share, and leave your comments and thoughts down below. I really appreciate it. Thank you.